I mean, you had to have some kind of rebuttal. And
is that a picture of me last week?
That was a picture of you last week on Dynamite
right.
Download. Crayfish Black, coined by Mind Runner there for sure. So Crayfish Black was stuck in a blackout, literally in his car. But the show goes on, absolutely. But Cody comes out pissed off in his white suit. So Cody Rhodes white suit and Malakai black suit. So it's a black and white right here.
Very visual, very visual.
Great
feud.
Crowd was popping, and he said it. Even the fans were cheering for him, for Black. They weren't cheering for Cody. And this is going to be a great segue feud out of the factory, which we can talk about a whole nother time, which we will. But I can't wait for Black to go over and just his ascent and to see him in the ring. Put him against, Captain America, Super Cody, obviously the face of AEW. And then you have a guy that's going to be a star immediately for sure. So I liked Cody's promo aspect to this. I liked the fire. He got a commentator for us at home and then grabbed the mic. And then Black's promo too. His vignette was phenomenal. And so this was a home run, unexpected segment that was great.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you say it too. Because I know that hearing that character work from Aleister Black, it gives you a whole new opportunity to fall in love with this character, because you don't have that history that some people have with this character, right? You don't know, so for you, this is really an awesome thing. And I felt like, I was really close to turning on the crowd tonight. They were amazing throughout the show, but they're at moments during Aleister Black's promo was almost like, is Aleister Black too smart for you guys? Is he challenging you guys too much to pay attention? Come on, guys, come on. But to their credit, I mean, and to Malakai Black's credit, he delivered a very intelligent, spooky, eerie, kind of a killer promo where he talking about putting a horse out to pasture. And that all catapulted off of Cody's really passionate speech to begin this whole segment. I think that Cody, it's easy to brush over Cody's work in this one. Cody, you mentioned the white suit versus Malakai Black, that visual aesthetic. Cody likes to lean into that aesthetic a lot, the visuals a lot. And, when you talk about that feud with Anthony Ogogo, he all of a sudden became Captain America. Cody really likes that, to add those different layers and depth to his stories. There's no reason not to do it. So I thought that's a really cool aesthetic, and I enjoyed that.
Suit games are always on point, though.
Suit games always on point. But Cody came out angry and fired up, and rightfully so. When you think about, when you step away from, oh wow, Malakai Black is awesome, and this is coming from the heel, right? When you step away from that and you think about, man, he literally kicked this 63-year-old man in the face.
Right.
That's pretty awful thing to do. So it just Cody has the I think the motivation to want to go after him. And his promo, he was spitting truth, bro. It was like, if you want to come after me, that's one thing, right? Again, another debut at the expense of Cody, right? Somebody wanting to come in out and make their name and make their mark off of him. He's used to that. So I felt like both sides of this promo segment tonight came at each other. I don't think that Cody, by any stretch of the imagination, even though we're all excited for what Malakai Black has to say, and boy, did he deliver, with the lights going out and, with a really intelligent story about, putting Cody down. I felt like it's important to note Cody, who we've said time and again is one of the most consistent promo guys in pro wrestling. He held his own tonight. And yes, Malakai Black gets a lot of the shine. But I thought that, it takes two to tango. As we saw later on in the DMD Nyla Rose segment, this is one of those instances where both sides carried their weight with the promo game, and I loved it. I was eating it up. I can't wait to see where this feud goes, man. And this is one of those feuds that there's so much potential, both in the ring and on the mic. I think a lot of fans are going to get behind it. And to your credit, as you pointed out, before we go on to the next segment, it was typical AEW fashion. They acknowledged the fan reaction to Cody, and later on in the night, QT Marshall talked about getting buried by Super Cody,
the golden shovel.
I think that it's really great to see that trend in AEW where they recognize what is being said on social media, what is being said, the reaction from their fan base, and they interweave that into the character motivations, their reactions, the storylines. This was a great example of that. Cody being the heel in some ways for some fans, right?
Yeah, for sure.